Hello viewers, thank you for clicking on this video, but oh my god, this is going to be such a big topic for me, and I have a lot of things to say. Yeah, I think I was supposed to say this first, but anyways, and also this video, I don't think I would recommend to any US people, like people who are from the US and live here, so yeah, just recommended, that you guys don't watch this, so, I suggest if you click on it, you go back. Well, I just recommend you, not to watch it, so, I mean, you're welcome, but if you're gonna watch it, as long as that, then don't post or do anything negative, if you know what I mean. Just, this video, yeah, also, by the way, is, it's not like I'm trying to be those people showing off and, trying to change you and be like, oh, okay, listen to me, and because you know how the media is, and, you can't listen to anyone, the only people you have to trust is either your family, or if you want to know about something, you have to read a book or ask, you know what I mean? Like, let's say if something religious, you have to ask the person. There's a pope and a sheikh, those people. But anyways, the point is how the internet is. So this is the video, it's just an opinion, it's just a point of view video. So this is not, I'm not trying to, portray anything negative and all that, so you get what I mean. I don't know what else to say about what I don't mean and what I don't recommend, for who I don't recommend, but anyways. Yeah, this video is more of towards the audience for people who are Muslim and Saudi. Even, Saudi, yeah. Saudi and Muslim, yeah. This is the video that's towards that. So anyways, yeah. In this video, I'm going to talk about, the point of view, how it is living here in the US compared to where I'm from. What's good, what's bad, and just almost everything. Hopefully I don't leave anything out, and hopefully I don't say that much. And yeah, this video, I know it's going to be long, might be at least 10 minutes, so might be more than that. So you're, welcome, of course, and I would recommend you take a break from watching the video. Stop at half of it. Or if it's more than half, maybe or, I mean, if it's more than, let's say 10 minutes, or if there isn't a half for a certain thing, just, more than half, stop it. You just stop at the half of the video, take a break, then continue watching it. As long as you're gonna finish watching it, then yeah, you get what I mean. Alright, so anyways, just, again, wow, there's a lot of things to say, and I'm afraid this video might be controversial, and, keep it positive down in the comments. If you disagree with something, don't, be negative about it. It's okay, but not negative as in, you know what I mean? If it's negative, you can be oh, sir, I disagree with you with that. That type of thing. If disagreements, I would agree. I would be okay with it. But not in a swearing way. Just don't keep it that negative, to be honest, I might, if there's 10 comments that are bad, I might, I'm not sure, though, it depends on the situation, that I would disable the comments. Yeah. So this is, just the intro, and just wanting you to know, this is a disclaimer. I was always looking that up that word, what it means, but then I did not still understand, but then people say disclaimer something. It's almost I think a warning in a way, but not really. It's almost like a note and same time a warning. Kind of like a suggestion type of thing. So anyways, yeah, the first part was a disclaimer, the first minute or two right now. Alright, so let's just get on with the story and the point, all that stuff. Just let's get on with the video. You know what I mean, sorry. Oh, and I might repeat some words, you know what I mean, so I'm sorry about that, but just try to take note from this video and get the point of it. And I'm almost in a way, maybe a little, when you're almost gonna ride a roller coaster. So anyways, and there's a guy coming out, no, just don't get in there, and you know what I mean? But no, I'm not trying to force on you, but this is just to understand from the video. It's an opinion, just a story, that's it, just a story. Alright, anyways, yeah. So it all started 5 years ago, July 2011. I moved here from Saudi Arabia to the United States. I live in Westboro, Massachusetts, next to Boston by 45 minutes. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, the US is just way different from Saudi Arabia. It's here it's just very open, and you know what I mean? It's just how the media is, just everything, and yeah, girls, all that stuff. You know how the US is. Just, the environment, how it is, let's say, the nature, the people, the media, the schools, everything. But it's just, it was good at first, but then it was bad. It's just, there's a lot of things that have been happening that it was because of the US that would change people. Even it depends on the age. But it's just way too different. It's way hard, to be honest. It could change people. And, also, it could make you feel a little not religious at all. You can't act, you're with your religion. Well, what I mean is you can't be not committed, but you don't have the feeling, even though you're still doing it, you're doing nothing inappropriate or they'll go against your religion, and even though you're staying on task, like let's say doing your homework and staying on, yeah, staying in task and like catching up. I mean, staying in track. Right now, I meant to say staying in task, staying in track, but it's just way different. You know, it's just I don't know. The high school here is just way open. You know, and you could go to a private school, though that's when, you know, when where, but like there's girls here, and it's just like how social media is just way, you know, like different and kind of bad, the politics, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. Also, like here, what's boring, and I never got a phone call at my house, like a friend or just a person, let's say a friend that wants to talk to me for 5 years, that never happened. What's bad here about here is that there's always spam callers. That's what's really, you know, boring me out on like what I'm done with, what it's really. You know what I mean? There it's just way different. Like, I mean, nothing like that happens. I used to always, you know, my friends call me and like, there's a certain friend that, you know, yeah. And unfortunately here, there's just a lot of controversies and like, it's just way too difficult for me to handle, and I don't know, it's just too much, you know. Yeah, and girls here, you know, like, has how they don't cover. It's just, you know, and I don't know, here it's just like, they all care about is sex, if you know what I mean. Anything sexually related, that's what I don't like. Here it can like get, you know, set up easily, like fall into something easily, you know. It's just, and I don't know, the nudity and like, I don't know, it's just very hard and way, you know, not cool. Anything on social media, anybody would post something like, you know, uncovering, you know, like showing their belly button and almost anything nude or sexually related, and that's what I don't like. Also, like in YouTube, a lot of people in the comments just use sexual, you know, comments in a way, you know, swearing, all that, jokes, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's here, you know, really bad. There, it's like, yeah, it's just way restricted, but here, things have been a lot different, and it changed a lot of things. You know, it's just, I don't know what else. Yeah. So, I don't know, I just want to give you, you know, my point of view here, how it's living. Of course, you almost forget your taste, if you know what I mean, of the language, whatever you're from. And yeah, religion, language, all that, and it always makes you suspect if you're doing something, or if you're gonna by mistake do something that's, you know, as in my religion would say, haram. And there's also like a sin, you know. Yeah, it's funny. It's almost like maybe because of me having a lot of things to say and a lot of things happening that I don't really know like what to tell you. But for anyone here that wanna live, you know, a Muslim, even from Saudi Arabia, if you just want to live here for fun, I would not recommend that. This is like what I mean as one of the things that the U.S. people don't want to hear, is like that I would not recommend for Muslim people to live here. But no, like, I'm sorry for still people who were from, or who are Americans that are watching this, but yeah, just anyways, continuing on, like, if you want to live here, just like, if you want to do something work-related, school, like, okay, at least only 4 or 5 years, you know, okay, that's the least. Amount of years that you want to, you know, live in here. But my uncle did live here, you know, 9 years though with his family, and this year they're returning, and they already did to Saudi Arabia over the summer. Just, yeah, like girls, like sexually related, anything, nudity, like the kind of same thing. Oh yeah, that, and I don't know what else, like just how you're socializing, it's just way different, a little hard, like, or maybe just for me at least, because, and I don't know what else. I did mention that's unimportant though, like the whole calling thing, the spam callers, let's say, and sure, politics, schools, and it's almost everything. Let's say it's everything, but in their own good and bad way. While there, it's in their own good and bad way. Some things are still bad, like let's say the schools, but you know, even though there's nothing really good about it, still there is, but you know, but the bad thing is more covering than the good part. Yeah. But, God, I don't know what else to say. It's just, my point is, it's just, here, things changed, a lot of things made it bad for me. Like, not like how to where I was from there. It's just, you know, like, I don't know, it's like, you know, this, you get, it's always, I feel like anything that happened to me here, a lot was negative, but no, still, there's also positive, but, you know, in high school, it was very stressful at sometimes, like, at some years, and that, and I feel like people here just say the word, it's okay, just a lot, and almost every time, and at everything, and what else to say? I know, and some of you right now are judging me, or just who are watching are bored and like, oh come on, who's this kid or whatever. Just here it makes you doubt a lot, and so, and you know, I don't know, but again, for people who just want to live here, I would never recommend that. I wouldn't. And even my brother used to live in LA. Right now he's in San Francisco, and a lot of things bad happened to him, you know, and you know that's why at least he changed for good now because of that, and he read books a lot and whatever, and he taught me a lot of things about like how it is with my religion again, you know, like what to do and not to do, and like as long as I don't do what, as long as I do what, you know, and all that. And it's just, I don't know, it makes me have this weird feelings whenever I go to Saudi Arabia, like because of me living here, and I don't know how, but it makes me, every time I act like I'm a girl, like every time when I think of myself in a scene or whatever, I think of myself as a girl just to be, you know, like be cute about it, not act like one, but like I am a girl, the same, like the gender itself, you know, like when I think of a situation, I don't know why, you know, maybe because like if I think of myself as a guy, it's like a little, it's almost like it means I'm thinking of myself as a tough one, and I don't want that, but I don't know. Here, like, it's just way too much, there's just too much exposing, there's too much drama, there's too much, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And maybe because, like, it could affect you because of here, how girls, like, what they would wear or how and whatever, and because of them not covering, and there's, like, even, what's even affecting is, like, how the nudity is, let's say. You know, and, like, maybe because, but that's different, it's okay, whatever, like, the bikinis, you know, like, at the beach, let's say, or when they're swimming, just here and here they cover. And, I don't know. There's just too much for that. And it can change people, like, for bad. And it's just way, you know, hard and very, it could, you know, like ruin friendships and relationships and whatever, and I mean, I don't know, like, yeah, it's just here, like, yeah, so be careful whenever people who live here, be careful with anything girls related, just be very careful, just, I don't know, and because you know how the media is and the internet, unfortunately, and be careful of, like, of course, what's also here is like not easy is like, you know, halal, like you can't eat anything pig related, and alcohol, you have to be careful not to consume that by mistake. So yeah, just be clean of yourself, like make your body look itself clean, like also don't put a tattoo, you know what I mean. And here it's like you can get very just tricked easily and a lot, and I mean, I don't know what else to say, I'm sorry, I'm running out of words, like, but you get my point. I mean, I do have to tell you in order to help this out, but like, this video is meant to be my perspective, like, you know, how, as a Saudi Muslim living here in the US, how it was bad and how it was good. There, like, yeah, I've been teased a lot there in the school, and, yeah, which actually, by the way, it's almost related to this video that I made, go check it out, please. I made this at my high school, you know, back in baccalaureate, and it's kind of related to the video that I did before this, you know, the previous, so go check that out, too. And I did mention about the whole baccalaureate thing in the other video. Yeah. Yeah. And here, it just makes you feel like you're then not a Muslim anymore, not a Saudi, because you don't feel that, and like, I don't know, because of the, like, my brother told me the too much freedom thing, you know. It's just, I don't know, like, you know what I mean. Just social media, girls, in the internet, whatever, all that stuff. And it's just way uncool, you know, and it makes someone be more negative, like, in a certain way. And I don't know how with me, but with me, it's just a lot of things happened. And sure, like, also my little sister, but because when I came here I was 13, she was 9.5. She was turning 10 that year. In November. Yeah, mine was in June, so, like I said, we came here in July 2011. But maybe the real trouble, in a way, was when the whole thing happened was 3 years ago. Like, that, for 3 years now it's been happening, you know. When it started, like, getting really more into the culture, and, you know, when the bad things happen, like anything if American related. And I always think of myself, oh, I'm American, or oh, what's up with these Americans, and there's just a lot of things. Like, you know what I mean? The point is that it affects you, it changes you, it makes you have a different perspective on, excuse me, sorry, where you're from, and your religion. And religion is, like, the most controversial thing, even here in the US. And yeah, you know, it's just, that's what I don't like about it, you know, and I don't know, and I decided to make this video because I thought, you know, I just want you to get my point of view, and I just feel like sharing this, you know, and because you will rarely find any, like, in the U.S., like people, this type of people who are living in the U.S., Muslim Saudi type of videos, you know, social experiments or anything, you know, talking about their perspective here on all that type of thing. Just any video related to, you know, from a Muslim Saudi YouTuber here, yeah, just rarely. Rarely find it on YouTube. And so I thought, since I was almost the only one, I thought, you know, I have to make this video. But like, it's just way hard as a Muslim Saudi living here in the U.S., you know. It's almost like it can make you forget about your culture, and I don't know how it can change you like bad, but just it happened to me a lot. A lot of things have been happening to me, and that me and my brother would argue a lot about it. Yeah, and there's just a lot of controversy that me and my brother asked for topics, and you know, he started reading books a lot on whatever because of what happened, and you know, in order to avoid doing so many mistakes, you know. Yeah, and again, anyways, and you should follow him on Twitter, by the way, if you want to like talk to him and like ask him about anything. Yeah, I would recommend you to do that. But here, like, there's just a lot of trouble, like, by mistake, what you could do, you know, like, let's say when you're talking to someone, texting or whatever, and I don't know, just again with the whole girls thing is just way too much for me, and it's almost like when I talk to one, and people here don't really answer. As for me, nobody answered much, and even right now when I want to talk to my friends from Saudi Arabia, don't maybe answer much and whatever, and it's just way too different when it comes to socializing. Or maybe it's also even difficult for me because I'm even, yeah, like I said in my other video, the previous one, and the one about Chloe is that I'm autistic, yeah, mildly and high functionally autistic. And yeah, here my brother told me it's almost like if there's something wrong with you, they would give you drugs, and that's not the way to go. Yeah, that and the food here. I feel like anything food and drink related, back where I'm from, it's better. Here it's only like when it comes to purchasing, like the prices or how you can buy online and just the nature environment, sure. Just like the nature. That's it, that it's here easier if you want to do something like from the internet instead of going to the store and whatever, if you know what I mean. Like advanced, anything advanced related in like technology. There, just the food and I don't know, the houses there are cool too. Just, I don't know, like I could get on your brain, so please be careful when you're living here. Any Muslim and even Saudi people, just be careful. I do know people that are living here too, you know, who are Muslims, but from Saudi, no, none. If like from Boston, okay. Yeah, just and it's funny, I feel like I should end this video right now, but I don't want to leave anything out, you know. Maybe if you put down in the comments like anything maybe you're wondering what I missed out on to say, or just again what you're wondering, maybe then I could answer and I would know. But and even I actually have a cousin who even returned to Saudi Arabia because he's anyways like a reckless type from when he was a kid, but he's actually better right now. And so because of what happened, you know, here, which actually I think like 4 months I keep thinking of back, you know, then he did not respond or talk to people or anything, do not communicate, and because of that happening, his parents were worried, and they told him, actually, you know what, you're coming back to Saudi Arabia. He's my older cousin, he's the same age as my brother, and now his little brother is gonna be living in Colorado, and I'm very, you know, worried about him. But yeah, but it's just, it could, you know, be with your mind, it could make you act crappy, and it's just, you know, like, you could get used to it, very used to it here. It could make you act like very, you know, like very, I don't know, dramatic, you know, just anything social related, like dramatic, the words that you're using, just the swears here, the swears, the pornography and everything. Yeah, and like if you have a sexual attraction or problem, here it's just way worse, and be careful with that. Like you could get, you know, very open to it and by mistake and whatever, be careful, you know, pretty much, you know what I mean. Just that. There, it's just not that open, so that's what I liked about it, and the privacy. And there, the things have been happening at least for a good reason. Not me like getting bullied and teased, but yeah, that happened for 7 years. So just be careful what you're doing. It's your life, anyways. So do what you want. Well, you know what I mean by do what you want. Like it's your life. Just don't do the right thing. As long as if you're Muslim reading Quran, you're like at least Surah Al-Kahf every Friday, Jum'ah, and you know praying, fasting, you know, those traditional Muslim actions, you know what I mean, then you're all set. But still, it's all about you doing good stuff. And I don't know, it's like about the girls thing, you know, like it just makes us suspicious. Oh, if I do this, will this be haram? If I do this, will this be haram? If I do this, and it makes you, you know, very worried. That's what I mean about how it is with religion, you know, when it comes to like here. That I even, because of that, I feel like I started watching a lot of like Muslim social experiments and whatever type of things. Oh, and there's like YouTubers who are that Adam Saleh and Karim Atwali from Are We Famous Now, and Yusuf Arakat from FauziTube. Yeah. And he actually used to do traditional videos like about his religion. Right now he's not, and since when he moved to LA, which was 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, I don't know what else to say. Just, and also as long as you keep your body clean, like no tattoos or anything, then you're all set. Maybe even if it's a fake one, like the sticker, like from that gum, which from Saudi Arabia, you know what guys I'm talking about. Okay. You know what? I might end this video here right now. Actually, there was something I was going to say, I think after the pornography part, but I forgot. And, oh yeah, here people can be God, sorry. And people here can be suspicious, like what you're doing. Very suspicious, and that's what I don't like, and it worries me very much. And it's like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. Or like, if, let's say, when it comes to, there's an area where you're with girls, okay, no, I don't want to. Yeah, it's almost like they might think you want to do something sexually related or like harassing. And even though, yeah, I mean, because they're not in your place. And maybe if you weren't in their place, they would have felt the same thing. And even if you were a girl too, then. But that's what I don't like. They make you feel suspicious a lot. Like, I mean, they look at you in a way that's, yeah. And like like with girls, it's almost like they want you. They think you want to have sex and whatever. And yeah, my religion, you can't do that before marriage. And if you have a girlfriend or boyfriend, you can't do that. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a word for that, but I forgot. There's something related, which is like Sharia. But yeah. And I don't know. It's here just makes you feel like you don't care about your religion, very suspicious, and you get what I mean. You get my point. Hopefully, you took a note from this video and. Hopefully you understood. I know I repeated a lot of things, I know that, but at least you got the message and you have the video, alright? And at least the comment will help, like if you put it down, the comment section, but don't make it negative or don't act controversial about it, like, you know what I mean. So this is my message to you out there. It's like, just a point of view, story, all of that. Yeah. And that's what I don't like. It's almost like you only care about sex and just YouTube sometimes, I don't know. There's just a lot of things negative happening around here. Even if it's like there, but still, they're equal. And just wait, sometimes it's hard too that it's not random here, really. Like, just almost like if you want to fix a certain thing, or let's say if you want to buy something off the street or just something anywhere randomly and anywhere that's like, really close, in the street, anything. It's almost like if you want to buy sandals. Okay, you can just find them here. It's so random in my country that they don't have an official name. They're not like businesses, really, if you know what I mean. They're just like this, if you know what I mean. Like grocery stores have their own names. They're not official. They're just all about being local and random. Where I'm from, that's what I like. And there's more options there, like as for eating, drinking, or whatever. Alright, I might close this video right now, so hopefully I did not leave anything out. So, for you Muslim and even Saudi, for you Muslim and Saudi people out there, hopefully you benefited from this video, and I want you all to have, whoever watched this video, a good day, and thank you so much for watching. Again, hopefully this video benefited you, and just take notes. Like, hopefully you did that, I mean. So yeah, مع السلامة بالتوفيق، ويصير تقدروا إن شاء الله تقدروا تدبروا نفسكم على خير. يلا خلي الشر يروح ويجي الأشياء الإيجابية. Yeah, so anything positive, let it come. Always be positive. Maybe even though it's kind of hard, but yeah, just please, if you're wondering about anything or whatever, just leave it down below. And I know you're not supposed to trust me and whatever. I'm not trying to be like, oh guys, don't worry, trust me. But I'm just spreading a message, so I'll help you out as I can. And I do know that, like, when it comes to YouTube and the internet, you can't really trust that, and like, you can't just like. And it's almost like there's a picture my brother showed me. Oh, I have a red lump. It's a picture, like a collage, a comic. Okay, I'll Google it. Red lump. Then shows up diseases. Then the girl gets freaked out and closes the laptop. That's like an example, that you can't really trust Google. You can't like look at a certain thing and like, oh my god, this is what it means. Oh, the only thing you can is like, if you want to look at pictures or something or whatever, if you want to know about a certain thing, like a company, or if you want to also know the meanings of things like translations, then okay. But anything like don't research on Google. That's what they mean. If books, okay, yeah. And my brother he called it Sheikh Google, and Sheikh, it's like means in my religion in Arabic, it's like the master. Not a master, sorry, but you get what I mean. And I know Shaykh is like kind of like means an imam, people the person who prays with the people, and he's the leader, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's almost like it was easier to say. So yeah, again, see you later, and yeah, please share this video. That's what I want to. Like it's like a warning too, but I don't know what else to say. It's just have a good day.